Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Happy midday to you all. This is Storm Track 7 meteorologist Robbie coming out. We saw some activity this morning, storm activity that is, of course. You can see that line off to our south now, just under our southern counties there. It's really been shifting off to the south. That's one boundary that we've seen, at least associated with that complex of storms we saw this morning. But there's actually another one. I'll show you that in just a second here. But I do want to show you these temperatures starting to come close near 90, as you can see in some locations. Very warm and humid out there. It's going to be a hot and humid afternoon, I can tell you that much for sure. Pretty much mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky out there right now. But here's the boundary I'm talking about. We're going to have to watch this one as the focal point for some more storm development this afternoon and evening. It's going to be the main story, again, weather story at least. Another chance for some strong to severe storms this afternoon through the evening time frame. Again, here's the boundary, and what you're looking at in the background here, all the reds, the yellows, and the whites that you see, this is indicative of storm energy. Whiter the color, yellow colors, white colors that you see there, that's indicative of higher storm energy or more fuel for these storms to use, and that could lead to some stronger to severe storms, like I mentioned just a moment ago. So no shortage of that, as you can see, all across state of Iowa. So with that, again, we have this yellow alert day in play this afternoon and into this evening for this chance of strong to severe storms. Now, it's most likely that the higher threat for severe weather, at least, is along and south of Highway 30. That's because that boundary I just showed you, that's going to be pushing southward as we move throughout the rest of the afternoon here. So that's what it's looking like. The south side of that boundary is we're going to watch for the focal point. You can see that right here with the future track. Again, no real activity right now. We just see, of course, it's out of the picture right now, but that activity to the south of us will continue doing so and pushing to the south. But say around 3, 4, 5 o'clock, that's when we start to see some initiating storms along that boundary I was talking about. Say right along Highway 30, as you can see. Moving forward a few more hours again, you can still see some strong to severe storms. Some of them just kind of propagating as they go, east and southeastward as you move through the rest of the evening time frame. And you can see there for 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock should definitely be out of here. It looks like it by around midnight or so, if not shortly after, leading to some clearing skies after midnight, and then leading into a pretty nice day for tomorrow. But in terms of the severe risk itself, in terms of the map itself, I should say, again, along and south of Highway 30, that's where we're looking at for that level 2 out of 5 slight risk. That's the yellow shading that you see. The further north you go, again, it looks like those areas will be north of the boundary by that point when storms should initiate. Main threats would be damaging wind gusts along with some larger hail, but we cannot rule out an isolated tornado or two, again, the farther south that you go. Now, outside of the storms, it is going to be a hot and humid afternoon. Check out these high temperatures, upper 80s to lower 90s across the board. Factor in dew points in the lower to even middle 70s. And you're talking about heat indices in the middle to upper 90s in some locations. So definitely stay cool, stay hydrated out there. Otherwise, tonight, again, storms will gradually come to an end. At the latest, it looks like around midnight or so. We see some gradual clearing in terms of those sky conditions. Lows drop down to the middle to upper 60s across the board. Shaping up for a very nice day for a Wednesday tomorrow, middle of the week, of course. Lots of sunshine, lower humidity, and lower temperatures as well. That lasts into Thursday, as you can see, under a partly cloudy sky. Then Thursday night into Friday, it's our next chance of showers and storms. Humidity upticks a little bit at least, sort of temperatures. But that front swings on through, and the weekend is shaping up to be a great one, to say the least. Upper 70s to lower 80s for our highs.